What's happening, guys? Yes, the wife stage 1 Abarth is back, and today's video we've got a special appearance. I'll show you. Actually, there's water down there, so I'll go to the other side. As you guys can probably see from the thumbnail who we have. You guys are not ready for this. It's Hasbulla. Hasbulla's been featured on the channel today. Say hello.
Hello.
So me and Hasbulla we're gonna be reviewing the Abarth today. Oh, why is the keys not going in? We're gonna be doing a POV video, me and him together, kind of comparing the, let's be real, the Abarth is the king hot hatchback there is for money, performance, sound, the overall. Comparing it to the M140i, which I wouldn't really class as a hot hatch. I'll class it as a hyper hatch because of the stupid capabilities that car can do. But we'll get him featured with the M140i next as well. But I thought I'd start off with the Abarth to do a nice POV video, because last time the POV video turned out really well, so I'm so happy. But we've now got a special guest with us. God, you know what? I always get so scared making POV videos because I never seem to think that it's going to see ahead of us. I don't know what this lady is doing. So, Hasbulla's with us today, if you guys can see. Going to be smashing out the weekly content. What is this lady doing? I don't know. Oh, is she okay? No? Yes, I think she's just learning how to ride a bike. I haven't even chucked in sport or anything. Right, so guys, talking about, of course, the Abarth, probably one of my favourite cars on the list to have. I mean, there is a potential I might even get one day for myself, but I don't think I could lower the power down. What I love the most is when boost hits at 3K, it's so much fun. So let's kind of talk about comparing the hatchback compared to the hyper hatch. As you guys know, I've big turboed the M140i. That car has absolutely blown my bollocks off when it comes to performance wise, but does it keep up with the level of an Abarth? And you guys are probably thinking, like, this car's only 170 brake and mine's 600 horsepower, but it's not always about the performance. We'll talk about the first thing, the handling. I've seen a lot of Abarths get their handling was sorted, upgrading, all that good stuff, but stock, this thing can take a corner like nobody's business. I'm not going to lie to you, it really does grip so well, and it moves for a little hatchback. It genuinely moves. So in terms of the handling, it really does kind of, you know, really grip to the road. This is not the most legal thing to do, but but this really does maneuver around the road compared to the M140i, which, yeah, obviously, remember this, guys, this is on stock suspension. It's not been lowered, it hasn't been tampered with any of that good stuff. Neither has the M140i. When you do something like this in the M140i, you feel like you're about to tip over, maybe because of the weight of the car. There's a lot of factors to it, but that kind of moves on from the handling side. In terms of performance, which is my favorite part of this car, which is the fact that, all right, cool, it's got 170 horsepower at my wheels, or at the front wheels, because this is front wheel drive. And what I love the most about this thing is the fact that it actually genuinely puts the power down so well. I was going to put my foot down there, but I have police literally right behind me, as you can probably see in the camera, so it's not a good idea, especially being the wife's car. Last thing we need is this car being impounded or anything like that. But yeah, so in terms of performance wise, even from factory, this car delivers what it says on the box. So stock, this one is 145 horsepower as far as I can remember. Now it's up to 170, which is tuned by PSL Performance. All his links are in my bio. And what I love the most is the fact that you can have so much fun in this car. Yeah, don't get me wrong, the M140i is just a whole different level of a car. That car can actually genuinely put the power down when you want it to. But that's after what? Thousands of pounds of mods. Yeah, okay, cool. It's a different league of a car, but this thing is just something else. The performance in this thing is something you can live with, and I think a lot of people can live with it, being a smaller car. This car is the size of my shoe, so it's not very big. And you can park it anywhere, you can live with it anywhere. Performance wise is more than enough for someone who doesn't want a full-blown, you know, performance car, but still kind of wants to enjoy the car. Right, so I thought I'd come to like a local road. I don't want to blabber on too long in terms of the performance wise, because we both kind of know, you guys know I absolutely love this car so much. I kind of drive it more than my wife, which is quite funny actually. So we kind of talked about performance, handling and all that good stuff, but let's talk about it being my wife's daily and actually how small this car is. So if I park it up for a second, there's a Volkswagen Lupo. Was that a Lupo or was it a Fox? So, yeah, so a Volkswagen Fox, right? So if I park this thing, my wife's gonna kill me if I scratch the alloys. I won't. Right. So if we get out the car 1 second. Right. So let's compare the two cars, right? I want you guys to get an idea of how small this thing actually is. So if we have a look at the Fox and the Abarth, there's not much of a difference. Okay, the 595 is a little bit bigger, it's more stretched out, but it's still a city car. Right, so I was kind of contemplating on actually revving it. I didn't want to do it in a pedestrian area, but I don't think you guys seem to realise how small this bloody thing is. And of course, I'm not going to lie to you, my guy Hasbullah, he definitely approves of the car. There's no doubt about it. But we'll do a little bit of a noise test in terms of what it sounds like, because I genuinely think this sounds a million times better than my S3 and my M140i. And of course, I'm not sure if my wife really needs to clean this bloody car. It's disgusting. Let's just get some final verdicts from my guy. What do you think? Yeah, he likes it. He definitely likes it. So we'll do a little bit of a sound test. This video kind of didn't go as planned. I don't know why my camera seems to be playing up a lot of money to invest in another GoPro, which is a pain in the ass, but we'll do a mini sound test and call it off for today. Even idling doesn't sound that bad. Doesn't sound that bad at all, and I think the horses approve as well. But the final verdict, if I were to honestly choose in terms of the fun side of things compared to the Abarth 595 and my M140i, the M140i, my M140i anyway, it is crazy. That car is crazy to a different level, but the Abarth 595 kind of tops it out in terms of you can have a lot of fun in this car. You can absolutely mash corners when you want to, and not being afraid that the car might spin out, because it doesn't. This car really does take corners so well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, shout out to my guy Hasbullah for obviously attending today's video. We'll get him out in the M140i with your wife hopefully soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. Of course, I don't know why my camera seems to be playing up for the past couple of days. That's really annoying. And yeah, let's smash the subscribers, and of course, you know, let's get to it.